Assalamu alaikum, students. Today I am going to revise with you the summative exam term 1 2024-25. Okay, so you already have the study list. So I'm going to focus on all the topics of the study list and will try to cover all the questions which I have designed in the review pack. Is it fine? So let's start. So here in front of you on the screen, the review pack or revision sheet which has been created for midterm 1 exam 2024-25. Let's start. If you can see the question number 1, it is written, write 0.07164 correct to the two significant figures. So you need to understand the concept of significant figures. Before I solve this question, let me give you a refresher about significant figures. Significant figures. Okay. Now, I'm going to write a number 0.0024694. Clear? One thing you need to understand. Significant figures are always read from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. So as you can see, my first number is 0. So the rule is, when you encounter with the first 0, it cannot be significant. So it cannot be significant. Then I have the next 0, it cannot be significant. I have the next 0, it cannot be significant. So I can say that this 2 is at the first significant figure place. Suppose if in the exam, I ask you to write this number to one significant figure, then what you need to do, just identify the significant place, which is at the first significant figure. And also you can check out like what is written after this significant figure, right after it. So that is 4. So if the number is less than 5, then there is no need to increase this number by 1. Now, I'm going to say 0.002 is the number written to the first significant figure. Now, if I want to write this number to the second significant figure, then definitely this is my first significant figure, cross it out, and this is my second significant figure. So in order to write this complete number as two significant figures, I have to look at what is written after this second significant figure, yani that the number which is located at the third significant figure, which is 5. Now, if it is 5, I need to raise this number 4 by 1. So when you raise this number 4 by 1, so it turns into 5. The rest of the numbers will stay as it is, 0.0025. Now, rather, this number in the previous case was written as one significant. So this is written to the two significant figures. Now, in the same way, if I want to write this number to the three significant figures. So this is also gone now. Now, this 5 is located at third significant figure. Again, I will look at what is written after 5. So after 5, it is written 9. Since this number is 5 or more than 5, I have to raise this number by, yani which number? This number, 5 by 1. So if I increase 5 by 1, I'll get 6. Now, rather than 5, I'm going to write 6. The rest of the numbers will stay the same. I'll copy them here. So 0.00246. So this number has been rounded to the third significant figure. I hope it is clear. And I will repeat this question for writing or rounding this number for four significant figures. I hope you guys can do it by yourself, but let's do it together. Now, if you can see now, this number is located as fourth significant figure. Now, if this number is located at the fourth significant figure and I want to round the number to the fourth significant figure, so what is written after 9? After 9, I have an 8. So 8, as you know, if a number is 5 or more than 5, then the preceding number, which is 9, because I want to round it at four significant figures, so this should be raised by 1. Now the question arises, Mr. Umar, this 9 becomes 10. How can I accommodate two digits in the place of a single digit? No problem. So in the place of 9, I'm going to write 0 because I cannot write here 10. So this one will be carried to the previous number, which is located at, unit 100,000. So this is 10th place, or I can say that this is located at the fifth decimal place or fourth significant figure. And if you want to talk about place values, I can also say that this is 10th, 100th, 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000 place it is located at. But anyways, so 5 plus 1 gives you what? 6. The rest of the numbers, I'll copy them as it is. So 0.0024. Imagine, boys, this is the very, very important things that first time I will consider this 0 in the significance. Whereas this 0, this 0, and this 0, which were coming, which were encountered from the left-hand side, they were not considered as significant. But the numbers which comes after the non-zero numbers, like after 2, 4, 6, if any 0 comes, that will be considered as a significant figure. So now I can say that 1, 2, 3, 4. So this number is written to the four significant figures. So let's go to the question. So the question gives you, as you can see, 0.07164. Now, I need to see in how many significant figures this number has been already written. So as you can see now, this cannot be the significant. This cannot be the significant. So 7 is located at the first significant. 1 is located at the second significant. 6 is located at the third significant. And 4 is located at the fourth significant place. Is he asking you to a specific significant figure? Yes, he is asking you to write this number to the two significant figures. So I need to focus at this one and check that what is written after 1. So after 1, it is written 6. So we need to raise 1 by 1. So 1 becomes 2 and 7, 0.0. So all the previous numbers will be copied as it is. However, the 1 which was increased by 1 more, and then we write here 2. So 0.072 is the answer of this question. I hope it is well understood by all of you. 0.072. Let's go to the next target. Write 209802 correct to the nearest 1,000. So guys, nearest 1,000 means he is not talking in the language of significant figures. Rather, he talks about place values. So let's try to understand how rounding can be done when we have to round the numbers to the nearest place values. So he gave you 209802. If the decimal is not shown, it means decimal is at the end. Oh, nice. So this 2 is located at the unit place, which is the nearest whole number. And this 0 is located at 10 place. This 8 is located at 100 place, not 100 place. 9 is located at 1000 place. 0 is located at 10,000 place. And 2 is located at 100,000 place. Now, question is, on which place value I want to round off this number? So he said that I have to round it to the nearest 1000. So where is 1000? This is 1000. So I need to stop here. But be careful, my decimal is here. So what I'm going to do, guys, again, the same rule. After 9, what do I have? I have 8. So 9 should be raised by 1. So in the place of 9, I have to write 10 again. How come I can write 10 in the place of 9? So I'm going to write here 0 of the 10, and 1 I give carry to the previous digit, which is 0. Now 1 plus 0 gives you 1, and I copied the 2 as it. So 210 it becomes. Now, shall I just stop here? No. Till the decimals, these digits, 8, 0, and 2, should be replaced by zeros because these zeros are the must. Otherwise, if you write 210, then 210, they will miss the place value. So just to keep the the places safe for place values, you have to write these zeros. So these zeros are not have no role, but they just came here to save the place value. So 210 and then 000 is the the number correct to the nearest 1000. So I'm going to copy the number here. In the exam, you have to use the answering space always to write your numbers. Now, sometimes the students, they missed zeros. That's why some people use commas. But please be careful. Your commas should not resemble with the decimal sign. So be careful about that. And some students, if they have like 4 zeros, they can write it as 21 into 10 raised to the power 4. That's also, accepted statement. But in general, you need to be careful if you don't put commas here that you should write 4 zeros because 4 zeros are coming in this case. Now let's go to the next question. In the next question, he gave you 4, 1, 2, and 3. So these are the 4-digit numbers, and there is no decimal. So that is obvious. The decimal is at the end. Now I have to write this number to the 3 significant figures. So as you know, the rule says the significant always start from the left-hand side. So this is my first significant, second significant, third significant, and fourth significant. So the number 4, 1, 2, 3 is written to the 4 significant figures, but I want to write this number to the 3 significant figures. So this is first significant, this is second significant, and I want to round the number to the third significant figure. So after 2, what do I have? 3. So I am not going to raise 2 by 1. I will keep it. So 2 as it is, and the previous digits, I copy them as it is. What shall I do here? Because the decimal is here. So in the place of 3, I need to write, it is a must to write 0 here. Otherwise, the 412 place values will not be secured. To secure the place values, you have to write the 0 in the place of 3. It will not be included in the significant, but it just came here to fill the place value. So 4120 is the final answer for this question. Okay, guys. Now I will move a little bit fast because now you understood the basic concept. Write the number, this number, to the 3 significant figures. So again, 2, 3, 8, 1.597. So this is my first significant. second significant, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So the number is written, the actual number is written to 7 significant figures. But I want to round it off to 3 significant figures. So where is the 3 significant? This is the third significant figure. Now, after 8, what do I have? 1. So 8 will not be raised by 1. So I'm going to keep it. But be careful. Where is the decimal, guys? The decimal is here. Now, this place 1, now 1 digit, which is at the unit place, should be replaced by 0 to keep the place value secured. So I'm going to copy here 2, 3, 8, and in the place of 1, I'm going to write 0, but this 0 again, I'm telling you, it is not a significant. So I have written the number to the 3 significant figures. So my job is done. Now, let's go to the next part. As the question carries only 1 mark, boys and girls, you need to understand that we have to write the answer only in the answering space. If you don't show the working, no problem. Let's write this number again, 238.1.597. And I want to write this number at this time to 2 decimal places. Mr. Omar, this 5 is located at the first decimal place. 9 is located at the second decimal place. 7 is located at the third decimal place. So how many decimal places I want? I want to stop at the second decimal place. Now, what is written after 9? 7. So this 9 will be increased by 1 and it becomes 10. Can I write 10 in the place of 9? The answer is no. So 0 will be written here and I will give 1 carry to the previous place value digit, which is 5. So 1 plus 5 gives you 6.1832. Now, did you confirm that your number 2381.60, this number is written to the 2 decimal place? So please copy here 2381.60. I hope this discussion is well understood by you. And if you would have any question later, you can ask me. Why I chose this question? Because every number can be rounded either to significant figures, to decimal places, or to the place value. So this question is an idealistic question for the examiner to pick it for the exam. Okay. So these concepts, yani there are 3 concepts examiner can ask you with a single number. So 2381.597. And now this number, we need to look at it using the place values. So come on, revise. This 1 is located at the unit place. This 8 is located at the 10 place. This 3 is located at the 100 place. And this 2 is located at the 1000 place. This 5 is located at the 10th place. This 9 is located at the 100th place. And this 7 is located at the 1000th place. Now, examiner is asking you to round this number to the nearest 100, not 100th. So 100 is where? The 100 is here. So after 3, what do I have? I have 8. Since this number is bigger than 5, or if it is equal to 5, same situation. So I need to raise this 3 by 1. So it becomes 4. So I'm going to copy here 4 and 2. Now, mister, what shall we do till the decimal? You need to replace them by zeros to secure the place value. After decimal, zeros are not important. Don't write them. Write them if you need them as significant or as place values. But before decimal, zeros are compulsory. If Nothing is coming on that side. You need to fill that space with zeros. So 2400 is the final answer in that case. I hope it is clear. Now, another concept came on our way. I have to write this number to the in standard form. Wow. I need to explain the concept of standard form. In standard form, boys, standard form, in calculator, it is called scientific form. Okay? And I can teach you in this session how can we check our answer is correct to the nearest place values or significant figures or standard form. So this is possible. But I want to train you to solve the questions without calculator. Got it? Now, if I write a number here, 234.2. Got it? Now, standard form is a number. Standard form of a number is a number. That number has to be between 1 and 10. But 10 is not included. Okay, so I'm going to use inequality here. So you need to write a number between 1 and 10. 1 is possible, but 10 is not possible, less than 10. Okay, 9.99, something like that. At the moment, if you look at this number is 234. And this 234 is bigger than 10. I have to downsize this number by forcefully pushing the decimal to move from right to the left. Definitely, the decimal has to come in between 2 and 3 so that the number becomes 2.3, and that will be reasonably placed between 1 and 10. So I cannot write the decimal between 3 and 4. So how many digits I will be crossing while bringing the decimal from right to the left? So I am making a bigger number, smaller number. So it becomes 2.342. What? I have to do something opposite because I push the decimal to go to the left. So in as a 10 raised to the power, I have to do opposite. I will write positive power because I forcefully did something. So in opposition, I need to get the opposite sense, the positive power. So if I go to the left, I have to write the positive power. So how many digits I cross? 2 digits. So I will write +2. Many students, they have misconception, Mr. Omar. If I'm moving to the left, I have to write -2. My friend, if you write -2, 2.342 into 10 is from -2, that is a very small number. But you have made a bigger number to the smaller number. So when bigger number is made a smaller number, so you have to give the power of 10 an opposite sense, which is like a positive power. So whenever we go to the left, your power will always be positive. But if you push the decimal towards right, your power of 10 will be negative. Now I want to do one more question so where you will move your decimal from left to the right. I mean, I'm writing here 0. Suppose 0.002948. Now, in this case, the number is already between 0 and 1, and that is not a significant figure. So in order to bring this number to the significant, you will again say, Mr. Omar, we need to make this number between 1 and 10. So that's why I have to move this decimal from here and bring it in front of 2, yani between 2 and 9. So 2.9 is between 1 and 10. So how many digits I'm going to cross out? I will leave, I will pass. So 3 digits will be passed. Now, what I'm going to write, guys, maybe some students will say 0.948 into 10 raised to power. Since I'm moving towards the right, A small number is made a big number, so I am going to do the opposite, so negative power, okay? Because I'm moving to the right. So forcefully, when you push the decimal to move to the right, I have to write the negative power. So how much? 1, 2, 3. So negative. These zeros are not very important. You can skip them. So your number is 2.948 into 10 raised to the minus 3 as a significant, as in a standard form. Sometimes in the exam, he gives you a number 2.34 into 10 raised to the power 6. And he said, can you convert this standard form to the ordinary form? It's pretty simple. Ordinary form to the standard form to the ordinary form. If the power is 10 raised per 6, it means this is pretty sure. You just need to merge this 10 raised per 6 into the number. Okay. Once you do that, you have to push the decimal to the right, because I have a power 6, a big number. So rather than using 10 raised per 6, I will push the decimal to the right. So 234,000,000. So did you see, guys, the decimal moved from here to here? Now I have written such a bigger number. Now, if you want to do reverse process, so your decimal is here. Now forcefully you push the decimal to come to this side. So 2.34 into 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you write here, because this is such a, you are moving to the left. So you just write here plus 6. I hope it is clear to my students that when to, the standard form is converted ordinary form, what happens with the, the zeros. Okay. And if I have 2.34 into 10 raised to the power negative 6, it is in a standard form, and I want to convert it into the ordinary form. So now this minus 6 means it's a small number. So you have to, and you need to merge it into the decimals. So a big number becomes a small number, because 10 raised to the minus 6 makes this number very small by pushing the decimal to the left. So I'm not doing forcefully something. 10 raised to the minus 6 is going to be consumed in 2.34. So I will push the decimal back. So 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to push the decimal from here back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the number in the ordinary form I'm going to write. Let's go to the questions, guys. So standard form 0.005, 7, and 8. So I want to write this number to the in the standard form. So in the standard form, to make the number between 1 and 10, I have to push the decimal to move between 5 and 7. So how many digits I'm going to cross? 1, 2, 3. So the number is 5.78 into 10 raised to the power. Did you see? I have moved from left to the right. So forcefully, you are pushing the decimal from left to the right. So I have to write the negative power. So negative 3. Clear? Next, I want to write this number to the two significant figures. So again, let me copy the number. 0.00578. It cannot be a significant, no significant, no significant. So 5 is at the first significant. 7 is located at the second significant, and 8 is located at the third significant. And I have to write the number to the second significant figure. Now, after 7, what do I have? I have 8. So I need to increase 7 by 1. It becomes 8. So 0.0058. This number is written to the two significant figures. Now the same number 0.00578, we have to round this number to the two decimal places. As you can see, this is my first decimal place. This is my second decimal place. This is my third decimal place, 4 decimal place, and 5 decimal place. The actual number which is given, it has been written to the 5 decimal place, but I want to round it to the second decimal place. So after 0, what do I have? 5. So since this number is 5, So 0 will be increased by 1. So it becomes 0.01. Can you confirm? I have written only 2 digits after the decimal. It means this number is written as 2 decimal places. Question number 5, I have to write this number 0.00656 in a standard form. As you remember, standard form is a number which is always between 1 and 10. So push the decimal from here in between 6 and 5. Whenever you do the push, you have to feel the opposition, and you move to the right, you will get a negative power. So 6.56 into 10 raised to the power. How many digits I cross? 1, 2, 3. So I am going to write here negative 3. Since I move from left to the right, when you move towards right, guys, you have to write the negative power in the standard form. Now 0.00656, this number has to be written to the two significant figures. So my two, yani this is not a significant, not a significant, not a significant. This is my first significant, second significant, and third significant. And I want to write this number to the second significant. After 5, I have 6. So 5 will be raised by 1. So I'm going to get 0.0066. Clear? So 0.06 is the two significant figure. Now I have 0.000656. This number, I want to write this or round this number to the 2 decimal place. This is the first decimal place, second decimal place, third decimal place, fourth decimal place, and fifth decimal place. I want to stop at second decimal place. So after 0, I have 6. So 0 will be increased by 1. I'm going to get 0.01. Next is 0.00658. I have to write the standard form. Push the decimal from here till here. So it becomes 6.58 into how many digits I cross? 3 digits from left to the right. So I have to write the negative power of 10. How many digits I cross? 3 digits to the right. So negative 3. Now the number is 0.00658. I have to round this number to the two significant figures. Not a significant, not a significant, not a significant. So this is my first significant, and this is the second significant. After 5, I have 8. I'm going to increase 5 by 1. So 0.0066. This number is written to the two significant figures. Now, 7682. If the decimal is not shown, it is written at the end. Okay. I want to write this number to the one significant figures. Boys, you know, this is 7. This is my first significant. 6 is my second significant. 8 is my third significant. And 2 is my fourth significant. And I want to write this number to one significant. So up till here. Now, after 7, what do I have? I have 6. So 7 should be raised to 1 more. So it becomes 8. Now, till the decimal, these 6, 8, and 2 should be replaced by zeros to secure their place values. Okay. So 8,000 will be the answer for 7682. Now, next question is, he said 0.07682. Again, this number has to be written to one significant figure. So this cannot be significant. This 0 cannot be significant. This is my first significant, second significant, third significant, and fourth significant. As I want to write this number to one significant, so 7. After 7, I have 6. So I will raise the 7 by 1. It becomes 8, 0.08. This number is written to the one significant figures. Now, first time we got a question which is already written in a standard form, and I have to convert it into ordinary form. So ordinary form has no 10 raised to the power. It means now there is no forcefully push of decimal. Actually, this 10 raised to power 2 will tell you to push the decimal. So this 10 raised to power 2 will be consumed. So 2 means move to the right. So how many digits I have to move to the right? 2 digits. So it becomes 280. So the decimal shifted from here till here. So now 280 is the ordinary form of this 2.8 into 10 raised power 2. If it was 2.8 into 10 raised power minus 2, then consuming this 10 raised power minus 2, I have to shift the decimal 2 digits to the left. So it becomes 0.028. I hope it is clear. Now, first time the interesting question came, which I can say reached to the level of IGCSE. I have two standard forms, and two standard forms are multiplied with each other. So if in the exam this type of a question comes, what do you need to do? You just need to multiply 2.5 with 2. And those numbers which are without the power of 10, just multiply them or write them together. So 2.5 is going to multiply with 2. So do it separately. Now I have 10 raised to power 8. It is multiplied with 10 raised to power negative 2. Everyone remembers from the rules of indices, if you have the same bases and they multiply with each other, we always add or subtract their powers according to their powers. I want to show you that, guys. So 2.5 times 2, you can do it on calculator, or everyone knows 2.5 times 2 gives you 5. Okay, so this number is between 1 and 10. So looks like I'm reaching towards standard form. Now 10, 8 minus 2. So because they are multiplying, so I'm just writing here 8 minus 2. Or you can write here, since when we multiply with the same basis, the powers will be added. I'm going to write 8 plus negative 2. So 8 plus negative 2 means 8 negative 2, which is 6. So the answer is 5 into 10 raised to the power 6. Do you agree with me that I got 8 minus 2, which is equal to 6? So 5 into 10 raised to the power 6, the final answer. I can confirm that this is a standard form. Question number 9 again came on multiplication. Wow. Can I apply the same procedure? 4 is going to multiply with 6. 4 is going to multiply with 6. And 10 raised per negative 5 is going to multiply with 10 raised per 12. Got it. Now, 4 times 6 gives you what? It is 24 into 10 raised per negative 5 plus 12. My friends, you need to be very good at negative 5 plus 10, since the bigger number has a positive sign. So although it will be subtraction, but the final answer will come with a positive number. Minus 5 plus 12, it is plus 7. So 24 into 10 raised to the power plus 7. Can I say this is my answer? No, no, no. This is not your answer, because your number is not between 1 and 10. So can I push the decimal forcefully? I'm saying forcefully from here to here. So when you forcefully do something and you go to the left, your power will be increased by 1. So rather than writing 24, I'm writing 2.4. Yani I push the decimal 1 digit to the left. So my power will be increased by 1. So 7 plus 1 will be 8. So my answer is 2.4 into 10 raised to the power 8. I hope it is clear to all of you. There is no problem. Now, maybe in the examiner checks on you the two standard forms, and rather than multiplication, he is using addition sign in between. Okay, he's using addition sign. So if he uses addition sign, what are we going to do? Simple thing, please listen to me carefully. You need to check where is the highest power. The highest power is here. Wow. Can I make the smallest power equal to the biggest power? Yes, I can. I can raise the power. I can raise the power by pushing the decimal to the left. Yes. Now this number will get a new form by 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 displacing the decimal and moves it to the left by 1 unit. So I'm going to write 9.6 as 0.96 into 10 raised to the power 7. Wow. I increase the power of 10 by 1 unit and I push the decimal one digit to the left. Wonderful. So in the case of plus and minus of two standard forms, you have to make both powers equal to the biggest power. Once you confirm that, so it means my final answer, yani, I am going to get 10 raised to power 7. But what I'm going to write it here. Now you have here 6.4 and here you got 0.96. Can you write them vertically? 6.4 on the top, plus sign, and 0.96 here, and add them up. All right, a 0 here, 0 plus 6 is 6, 9 plus 6 is how much, guys? It's 13, 3, 1 carry. And it gives you 7.36. So I'm going to write here 7.36 into 10 raised to the power 7. Wonderful. Our answer came in a standard form. Next, a number. Sometimes examiner gives you the bigger number in words and he asks you to write it in figures, okay? Or in digits. We need to understand the place values. So let me write here the place values. I'm going to make a block. The block is divided into three parts. So unit, 10, 100, comma. Then I'm making 1,000 block. What I'm going to write here, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Then I will make a million block, million, 10 million, 100 million. Okay. Then we make a billion block, billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. Okay. In this way, you move on. Now, this question is 5 million. So I'm going to write 5 here. 5 million 200. Is it 500? 5 million 207 in figures. So 207. So there is no thousand. So I'm going to write here 0, 0, 0. And here I'm going to write 207. So how do I read it? 5 million 207. No need to write these zeros. So just write 5, comma, triple zeros, and then 207. I hope it is clear. Then 0.00813 in standard form. Standard form again tells me I have to write the number between 1 and 10. So can I push the decimal? Push the decimal from left to the right after 8. How many digits I crossed? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to write 8.13 into 10 raised to power. When you move to the right forcefully, you push the decimal, you get opposite power. It is -3. Question number 10. Now, in this case, we have a reverse. He gave you number in figures, and I have to write it in words. So 1, again, I'm going to write here blocks. This is the unit block. You write here 0, 6, 0, 5, and 1. So this is unit, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. So basically it is 15,000. I'm going to write here 15,000. And what is this? 60. Now in standard form, So I have 15060. Where is the decimal? The decimal is at the end. And I need to push this decimal forcefully to come in between 1 and 5. So how many digits I crossed? 4 digits. Now this number becomes 1.506 into 10 raised to the power. Now, since I move to the left, when you move to the left forcefully, you have to write the opposite sense, which is positive power, positive 4. I hope it is clear. Next is 72000. I have to convert this number to the standard form. So since the decimal is not shown, obviously it is at the end. I need to push it to come in front and in between 7 and 2. So it looks like 7.2. How many digits I crossed? 4 digits since I moved to the left. So opposite sense is positive power. So 7.2 into 10 raised to power 4. Done. Next question number, 0.0018. 0.0018. In this case, I'm going to push the decimal from here in between 1 and 8. How many digits I passed? 3 digits. And I'm pushing the decimal forcefully to go to the right. So right, opposite sense is negative power. So 1.8 into 10 raised to power negative 3. Again, a question of addition of two standard form came. You remember, guys? You have to make the smallest power same like biggest power. So where is the smallest power? I have the power 201 and 199. Oh, wow. So this power 199 should be increased by 2. Then it becomes 201. So what will happen, guys? So 10 becomes 10 raised by 199 becomes 201. Now I have to push the decimal to the left so that 199 becomes 201 and the 3 will become 0.03 because 3 means the decimal is here. And when you push it 2 digits behind, so 0.03. Now I'm very happy that this number is changed to this form and I'm going to add it to 2 times 10 raised to the power. No need to write this step, but it's obvious. Now we confirm both powers are same. Just write it only one time. 10 raised to the power 201 into. What shall I write here? I have to add these two numbers. So 2.00 will be added to 0.03 and I add them up, I get 2.03. Can I confirm this number is between 1 and 10? Yes. So the standard form is 2.03 into 10 raised to the power 201. I think now we are done with standard form, significant figures, place values, okay? So, and the decimal places. Now we came to the prime factors. Prime factors are those factors when you try to reduce any number, big number, into its factors. So you have to look only at prime factors. So the first prime number is 2. 1 is not a prime number because a prime number is a number which can be divided by itself and 1. So 2 is the first prime number, then 3, then 5, then 7, not 9. 9 is an odd number because it can be divided by 3 as well. No, 11, 13, 17, 19. Okay, come on, keep it up. Not 21. 21 can be divided by 3 and 7. No, no, no. 23, not 25 can be divided by 5. 27 can be divided by 3. No, 29 is a prime number. Then after that, 31. Then after that, not 33, not 35. 37 is a prime number. 39 can be divided by 3 and 13. 41, 43, okay, and 47. There are 3 prime numbers in the 40s. 51, no, because 5 plus 1 is 6. And according to the divisibility rule of 3. So 51 will be divided by 3. Not 51, 53. Yep. 53 is a prime number. 57 again, no. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 can be divided by 3. So 57 can be divided by 3 by the divisibility rule of 3. So 59. So there are two prime numbers in 50s. 61, 63, no. 65, no. 67, 69, no. 71, 73, and 79. Then after that, 83, guys. Not 81, 87. 8 plus 7 is again, guys, 15. And you know, divisibility rule applies here for 3. 89. And then final number, the only one number between 90s, it is 97. And total 25 prime numbers, total 25 prime numbers between 1 and 100. This was just revision of prime numbers. So I have 540. So I need to reduce it. People use different techniques. I will use tree diagrams. So factor tree, 540. So 54 and 10, easy. You will say why you did not go for the prime numbers. It's easy. I can go further. Prime 10 can be written in the form of two factors, 2 and 5. So these are the prime factors. 54 can be written as 9 times 6 is 54. 9 can be written as 3 times 3. And 6 will be 2 and 3. So in general, I have how many 2's? I found 2 2's. So I can write it as 2 raised by 2. Or you can also call it as 2 times 2. How many 3's I got? 3 3's. So I can write it as 3 raised by 3 or 3 times 3 times 3 times how many 5's I got? Only 1 5. So just 1 5. Done, boys. So either you can write in the expanded form or you can write them in the indices form. This is up to you. Next is write 30 as a product of prime factors. 30, I can write 10 and 3. 3 is a prime number, circle it. But 10 can be further factorized, 2 and so 2 times 3 times 5. The next question is, I want to find the least common multiple. I'm going to explain your least common multiple in detail, inshallah. So 30 and 45. 30 has been already written. 45, I want to write it. 45 is 9 times 5 is 45. Circle 3 and 3. Now, I will ask you to write the prime factors of 30. So 2 times 3 times 5. 45 is 3 times 3 times 5. First of all, make the pairs. So this is the pair, 3. Cross them and write a single 3. Do we have any other thing common? Yes, we have common 5. Cross them and write a single 5. So this is your HCF. 3 times 5 is your 15 is your HCF, but am I looking for HCF? No, LCM. So for LCM, you need to copy all the remaining ones. So 2 times 3. So the answer will come to you guys when you multiply them. 3 times 15, 5, 15, 15 times 2, 30, 30 times 3 is 90. So 90 is the least common multiple of 30 and 45. Some students, they want to use this technique. 30 times 2 is 60, 60 times 30 times 3 is 90, 30 times 4 is 120, and so on and so forth. 45 times 1 is 45, 45 times 2 is 90. Now, this is the first lowest common multiple. That's why 90 was the least common multiple. He has already done the prime factorization of 234 and 1872. He multiplied them together and got a big number. Can I copy this number? 438048, which is equals to 234 and 1872. So in the place of 234, can I copy this? So 2 times 3 squared times 13. And in the place of 1872, I will write 2 raised to power 4 into 3 raised to power 2 into 13. Now, guys, check it out. How many 2's you have? You have 2 and 2 raised to power 4. Combine them. This is 1. So total is 2 raised to power 5. Can you check 3 raised to power 2 and 3 raised to power 2? If you combine them, you will get 3 raised to power 4. And also 13 and 13, there are two 13s. You can write it as 13 raised to power 2. That's all with it. Now I have to move on to the next 180. 180, I want to do the prime factorization. Can I write 18 and 10? Then 2 and 9, then 3 and 3, 2 and 5. How many 2's I have? 2 raised to power 2. How many 3's I have? 3 raised to power 2. And I have 5. Yani 1 and 2. So I have 3 raised to power 2. I have 2 raised to power 2. And finally, 90. 90 can be written as 10 and 9, 3 and 3, 2 and 5. So 2 into 3 into 3 into 5, or 2 into 3 raised to power 2 and into 5. The lowest common multiple, 90, has been already prime factorized, but 105 we need to do. 105, can I divide it by 5? So 5 times 2 is 10, 21. So 3 and 7. Now let me copy. 90, it is 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. 105 can be written as 3 times 5 times 7. I want to find least common multiple. So for the least common multiples, first I have to make the pairs. And in the place of pairs, I just need to write a single number. Do I have any other pair? Yes, 5 is paired with 5. Cross them and write a single 5. So guys, this is the maximum common pairs. 3 times 5, I can say this is my HCF. But am I finding HCF? No. In order to find LCM, you need to concentrate on your remaining numbers 2, 3, and 7. Also copy them here. 2, 3, and 7. This is your LCM. I can write it as 2 times, am I looking for the lowest common multiple? So the lowest common multiple, yani guys, 2 times, 3 times, 3 times, or I can copy it as 2 times, and 3 times 5 is 15, 15 times 2 is 30, 30 times 3 is 90, 90 times 7 will give you 630 is the lowest common multiple. Now, 36 and 84, I have to find the highest common factor. So be careful in the exam. Is the examiner asking you highest common factor or LCM? LCM is always bigger number because it is a multiple, and HCF is always a smaller number of these two numbers because it is a factor, highest common factor. So 36, I'm going to complete the factor tree, 6 and 6, and then 2 and 3. 84, guys. Again, I'm going to use 4, 2 and 2, 7 and 3. Let me copy. 36 is equals to 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And 84, it is equals to 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. Let's make the pairs. This 2, I make the pair, write a single 2. Next, there is another 2, cross them, write a single 2. Make another pair, cross them, write 3. So is there any other common numbers and you make a pair of that? No. So 2 times 2 times 3, it is equals to 12. So 12 is my HCF. But if I want to find LCM, then 12 will be multiplied with the remaining numbers 3 and 7 to get my LCM. This is not the target. So 12 is my HCF. Question number 19. Some students, they always have inquiry that we have x raised to the power 12. Guys, this 12 is not on 12. Yani it is 12 x raised to power 12 and 16 x raised to power 16. Now be careful. When I want to find HCF, you always pick the smallest power because I told you HCF is always a smallest number and LCM is always the biggest number of them. Okay, so x raised per 12 will be your HCF and x raised per 16 is your LCM. Got it? Now, I have to make the factor tree for 12 and 16 and check that what is the highest common factor between 12 and 16. So 12, I can write it here, 3 and 4. This is 2 and 2. And this is 3. Done. And 16, 4 and 4, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. Now 12, I'm going to copy 3 times 2 times 2. 16, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So common 2, common 2. That's all. I'm not finding LCM. I'm finding HCF. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4, which power I should take? The smallest power, x raised by 12. Now, question arises, Mr. Omar, if I wanted to find the LCM, so boys, LCM is very simple. You find 2 times 2, 4, right? How many numbers were left? 3, 2, and 2. So times 3 times 2 and times 2. 4 times 4, 16, 6 times 48. And x raised to the power 12 or 16, highest power for LCM. So 48 x raised per 16 is the LCM. Is he asking you LCM? No, he's not asking you LCM, but HCF. And HCF you take smallest power. Bismillah. Now I have to find the HCF of 56 and 70. So 56, 8 times 7, and then 2 times 4, then 2 times 2, and 70, 7 times 10, 2 times 5, so 56, 2 times 2 times 2 times 7, 70, 2 times 5 times 7, make the pairs, 2, 7. Since I am finding HCF, just concentrate on 2 times 7, the common pairs. No need to consider the other numbers. If you want to consider the other numbers which are left, then it will become LCM. I'm finding only HCF. So 2 times 7 is 14. 14 is my HCF. Next is 36 and 60. 36, 6 and 6, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 60, 6 and 10, 2 and 5, 2 and 3. Stop at the prime numbers and circle them. 36, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, 60, 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Common, cross, write a single 2. Common, cross, write a single 2. Common, cross, write a single 3. Now what is left? 3 and 5. Copy them here. 3, 5. If I was stopped at 2 times 2 times 3, that was HCF. But I am looking at LCM. When I multiply them together, I will get 180. 24 and 32, I want to find the lowest common multiple. 24, 212, 26, 23. 32, 216, 28, 24, 22. So 24 gives you 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, 32 gives you 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now start making pairs. Cross, pair, cross, pair, cross. Now these are the remaining numbers. I have to copy them. Now when you multiply them all together, that will give you 96. Now, in question number 23, I have to pick two prime numbers. As you know, 22 cannot be a prime number because it is an even number. 17 is a prime number. 25 can be divided by 5, so it is not a prime number. 41, yes, between 40s, in between 40 to 50, I have 41, 43, 47, three prime numbers. So 41 is a prime number. 39 is not a prime number. It can be divided by 3 and 13. 4 is also not a prime number. So I got two prime numbers. Now, examiner is asking difference. The mathematical language difference tells you maximum minus minimum. So this is my maximum and this is my minimum. The formula for difference is maximum value minus minimum. 41 minus 17, and that is equals to 24. Question number 24, he gives you temperatures for a week, days, on all the 7 days in a week. So Monday 2 degrees Celsius, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. How many degrees did the maximum temperature change between Thursday and Friday? Thursday and Friday. The guy is talking about Thursday and Friday. Let me just highlight only Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday. Okay. How to get the maximum? Again, same way we have to do because I want to find the maximum temperature change between Thursday and Friday. So bigger value is 2.5. We need to subtract the smallest value because this is the big value and this is the smallest value. So minus 1.5. You remember minus and minus makes it plus. So 2.5 plus 1.5, and that gives you 4 degrees Celsius. Don't forget to write the Celsius sign over there. Next thing is asking you difference. So difference tells you maximum minus minimum. As per the question, he said greatest temperature and the least temperature. Among all of them, the biggest temperature is on Tuesday. And the smallest temperature is on Friday. So difference, greatest value, it is 3 minus, and least value is minus 1.5. Again, minus and minus makes plus 1.5, and you get 4.5 degrees Celsius. Difference between the two altitudes. The formula for the difference is maximum minus minimum. What is my max? Maximum is 4418 minus minimum is minus 86. You remember minus and minus? Makes it plus 4416 plus 86 gives you 4504. Difference again, maximum minus minimum. Maximum is 8, minimum is minus 9, and minus minus makes it plus. So 8 plus 9 is 17. From temperature of minus 2 degrees Celsius, I need to go further 5 degrees Celsius down. So minus 2 minus 5 will give you negative 7. And you are at negative 2. You have to go 5 units down. When you go 5 units down, you will definitely stop at negative 7. Now I have to insert the bracket by using BIDMAS to make this left-hand side equal to the right-hand side. So now I can use different brackets. Suppose if I write the bracket here, so 7 minus 5 is 2, 2 minus 3 plus 4, 2 minus 3 is -1 plus 4, and the final answer comes to me 3, which is not equal to 9. So this bracket is wrong. This bracket is wrong, so I have to use parentheses at some other place. Now, if I place the bracket here, so 5 minus 2 gives you 2, and this is 7 minus plus 4. Now 7 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 4 is 9. Yes, this bracket is correct. In the same way, if I place the bracket here, so 3 minus 1 gives you 2, 7 minus 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 2 cancel, and my right-hand side becomes 7. Left-hand side becomes 7, which is equal to the right-hand side. Question number 30, we came to the time questions. Film starts at, ends at 2305. How much was the duration of the movie? 2 hours, 50 minutes. So we need to subtract to get the starting time. So 2 hours and 50 minutes. You need to subtract. Now, guys, you cannot subtract 50 from 05. So definitely you can borrow from 23 1 hour. Now 23 becomes 22 and you borrow 1 hour. So now this 5 minute becomes 65 because 1 hour which was borrowed, it is equals to 60 minutes. So 60 plus 5 is 65 minutes. Now 65 minus 50, 65 minus 50 will give you 15 minutes, and 22 minus 2, it is equals to 20. So the film was started at 2015. 2015. No need to put the colon sign in between them. So standard 24 hours format is a 4-digit number. So 2 digits are written together, but there must be a space between the 2 pairs. Question number 31. A plane took 1 hour, 10 minutes to fly from Riyadh to Jeddah. The plane arrived in Jeddah at 2305. At what time did the plane depart from Riyadh? So again, I want to find the starting time. So 2305 is the ending time. I need to subtract 1 hour and 10 minutes from it. I cannot subtract 10 from 5. So 23 becomes 22, and this 1 hour will be added on to the minutes. So 60 plus 5 is 65. So 65 minus 10 gives you 55, and 22 minus 1 is 21. So 21:55 is the correct time. Next, Ahmed drives his car from London to Cambridge. He leaves London at 07:45 and he finishes at 10:17. I want to give the time in hours and minutes. So again, we have to subtract. Ending time 10:17, starting time 7:45. I have to subtract. So 10 becomes 9. So 60 comes over here. So 60 plus 17 will be 77. So 77 minus 45 will be 32 minutes, and minus 9 minus 2, it is 2. So 2 hours and 32 minutes. Question number 33. We have starting time. We have the starting time and the finishing time. One thing is interesting. This is the next day. Whenever in the exam, it gives you the next day, you have to add 24 into it. So I'm not going to consider this as 0650, but it is 3050 as I added 24 into it. So it becomes 3050. So 3050, subtract 2340 from it. So it gives me 50 minus 40 gives you 10, and 30 minus 23 is 07. So 7 hours and 10 minutes. Next question. Sometime examiner gives the time in AMs and PMs. Don't worry. Convert the AM time to the 24 hours format. So 10:50. 4:25, convert it into 24 hours format. So add 12 into it because this is like afternoon. So it comes to me 16:25. So how much is the duration? So 16:25 on the top, 10:50 down, 16 becomes 15, and this becomes 85. 85 minus 50 gives you 35, and 15 minus 10 is 5. It's 5 hours and 35 minutes. Next. A bath has a volume 0. Bath has a volume 0.25 meter cubed, and I have to convert 0.25 meter cube to centimeter cube. Everyone knows meter to centimeter, I have to multiply with 100. But if it is meter cubed to centimeter cube, you need to multiply the zeros with 3. So I am going to get 6 zeros. So 0.25 multiplied with 6 zeros. So I will get 2, 5, and 4 more zeros. Next question. Meter square to centimeter square. So we know meter to centimeter times with 100. Meter square to centimeter squared times with 4 zeros. So zeros will be doubled. Now 7 is going to multiply it with 4 zeros. I get 70,000. Fractions. Two fractions are given, and we have to add them up. One of the fraction is given in mixed form. So if one of the fraction is given in mixed form, can we convert it into improper form? So 1 whole 3 over 4. This 4 is going to multiply with 1. 4 times 1 is 4. And add this 4 into 3. So 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So the answer will be 7 over 4 in the improper form. So this 1 whole 3 over 4 converted into improper becomes 7 over 4 plus 5 over 6. I copied as it is. Now, if you have a plus or a minus sign in between the two numbers, you can use the butterfly technique. What is the butterfly technique? The butterfly technique tells you you can multiply 7 with 6, you can multiply 4 with 5 in the numerators, and in the denominators, 4 is multiplying with 6. Let's do that. 7 multiplied with 6 plus 4 multiplied with 5 and 4 times 6. We do this. Now, what is the answer? 7 times 6 gives you 42. 4 times 5 is 20. And 4 times 6 is 24. Now add 42 into 20. It gives you 22. 22 over 24. Divided by 2, divided by 2. 62 divided by 2 gives you 31. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. Now, how many 12s you have in 31? There are two 12s. And 12 times 2 is 24. So 31 minus 24 gives you 7. So 7 whole for 31. And I can also do long division to show how I got this, but why not? I can explain you from the calculator. Mm, okay, maybe later on. This is better that here we are solving all questions without calculator. So 31 and 2 here, sorry, 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So 31 minus 24 is 7. 7 is my remainder. I wrote it here. 2 is my quotient. I wrote it here. And 12 is my divider. Sorry, I have to write here 12 in the denominator. So once I write 12, that's the final answer. Next, I have a multiplication sign. As you can see, we have a multiplication sign. At first, I would suggest you to convert your number to the mixed form to the improper form. So it will give you 4 over 3 times 8 over 9. In case of multiplication, don't apply the butterfly technique. Just multiply 4 with 8 and 3 with 9. So 4 times 8 is 32 and 3 times 9 is 27. We do long division. 32 and 27. 27 1 times 1 is 27. Subtract and it gives you 5. So 5 is your remainder. It is on the top. 1 is your quotient. It is here, and 27 down. So now we go to the question number 39. We have here improper fraction. Not improper fraction, it's a mixed fraction, 1 whole 4 over 7, which will become equals to 11 over 7. And the division sign changes to multiplication by flipping this fraction. So 5 goes up and 3 goes down. Any division, 3 over 5, I take the reciprocal. So 5 over 3. That's very important. Now multiply. 11 times 5 is 55. And 7 times 3 is 21. Long division, 55 inside, 21 outside. What I'm going to get, 21 times 2 is 42. And after subtraction, I'll get 13. So 13 is my remainder, 2 is my quotient, and 21 is my divisor. Next, 7 over 8 minus 7 over 10. I have to make the butterfly technique because whenever you have plus or minus sign in between, you have to use this. So 7 multiply with 10 minus 8 multiply with 7 and 8 times 10. Now 70 minus 56 over 80. So 14 over 80 divided by 2 divided by 2. That gives you 7 over 40. So 7 over 40 is my answer. Next question is on multiplication. 2 whole 1 over 3 times 3 whole 1 over 2. So this is 7 over 3 times 7 over 2. Multiply parallel, 7 times 9, 49, and 3 times 2 is 6. When you do long division, it will give you 8 whole 1 over 6. Next, this will be converted into 5 over 3, then times this will become 9 over 4. Okay, and you can multiply them parallel. So 45, 3 times 4 is 12, and divided by 3 or divided by 6, 9 over 2 or you can also call it as, because 45 is basically uh, 6 times 9, not 6. Let me write it here. 5 times 9 is 45, and we have here 12. When I do this on divided by 3, it gives me it gives me 15 over 4. Okay, and then finally I'll get 3 whole 3 over 4. Question number 42, it is on indices. 2 raised to the power 3. It means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So 3 times 8 over 6 times 9. And we multiply them, 24 over 54. Now, can we cancel them? By 2? So this will become 12 over 27. Or on the table of 2, I can cancel it, because this is equals to 12 over 27 and divided by 3, 4 over 9. Next question is interesting. 3 raised to the power 2 is seen, which is equals to 3 times 3. I'm going to write it as 9. So 9 over 2 raised to the power negative 2. When I change the negative power to the positive power, you have to flip, take the reciprocal. So 9 over 2 becomes 2 over 9 with a positive power. So it is equals to it is equals to, as you can see, 2 over 9 squared. So I write 2 squared separate and 9 squared separate, which is 4 over 81. I hope it is clear that negative power can flip the fraction to change from negative to positive. Okay, so 9 over 2 becomes 2 over 9 when negative power changes to the positive power. Now 2 over 9 whole power 2 means 2 square over 9 square, which is equals to 4 over 81. Now again, we have butterfly technique, because we have a plus sign in between. So 1 times, I'm going to write 1 times 4 plus 7 times 3 over 7 times 4. Now 4 plus 21 over 28. So 25 over 28 is the final answer. This is converted into improper, 16 over 3 divided by 8 over 5. And then flip it, 16 over 3 times 5 over 8, right? So we just flip. It turns into this form. Now you can multiply 16 with 5 and 3 with 8. So 16 times 5 is 80, and 3 times 8 is 24. Now divided by 2, 40 over 12, divided by 2 and divided by 2, 20 over 6, and divided by 2 and divided by 2, it is equals to 10 over 3. If it is 10 over 3, I can write it as 3 whole 1 over 3. Question number 24, very, very important. As you guys can see, I have to write this each number to one significant and then estimate it. So 49.2, 49.2 can be approximated to one significant figure, then it will turn into 50. 9.59 turn into one significant figure, it is written as 10. 4.085, when I turn it into one significant figure, it changes to 4. 2.35, when I change it to one significant figure, it is written as 2. So 40 minus 50 minus 10 is 40. 4 times 2 is 8, divided by 8, divided by 8, and the answer is 1. Repeated question, 10.3 will be written as one significant figure. It is written as 10 times 19 to one significant figure will be 20. 88.9 to one significant figure will be written as 90. And 43.2 to one significant figure will be written as 40. Now 10 times 20 will be 200, and 90 minus 50 is 40 is 50. 0 cancels, so divided by 5, divided by 5, I'm going to get 4. Question number 46. 13 over 20, I want to write it as decimals. So times with 5 when you do this. So 13 times 5 gives you 65, and 20 times 5 gives you 100. Everyone knows 2 zeros. This 65 can be written as 0.65. Now my number is written to the decimals. Rose got 56 marks out of 70, and 56 marks out of 70, but I want to convert this into percentage. Anything, any fraction can convert it into into percentage. We always multiply with 100. Okay. Now, can I simplify my answer? I can easily simplify my answer by canceling this 0 with this 0. 7 cancel with 50, it is 8. So 8 times 10 is 80. So it is 80%. You can confirm your answer from the calculator as well. Question number 47, very important. In 2018, the value or the population of the village increased from 200 to 250. So how much is the increase, guys? The increase is 50. So the formula for increase percentage is increase over original times 100. Why have times 100? Because I want to get the answer in a percentage. So how much is the increase? Confirm it to me. From 200 to 250, it is increased. So if it is increased, so guys, I'm gonna just write over here 50 on the top. T on the top. And what is my original? My original is 200. Okay. So original is 200. So cancel the 2 zeros here. So 50 divided by 2 will be 25%. So 7 over 100 as a decimal is 0.07. I want to write 0.08 as a percentage times with 100. So the decimal will move here. So this is just 8%. 49 decreased from 200 to 160. So how much is the decrease? 40. So 40 over original, which is 200, times with 100. Since I want to get the answer in a percentage, 2 zeros cancel. 2 cancel with 40, it gives you 20. So 20% is the answer. Now we go to question number 50. A prime number. Obviously, 37 is a prime number. Square number, a number which can be uh, written as the product of two same numbers. So 36, since 6 times 6 is equal to 36, so 36 is a square number. Irrational number, any number like pi or square root of a non-perfect square number, like square root of 35 is a irrational number, but square root of 36 gives you 6. So 6 is a whole number and it is a rational number. So don't write square root of 36. Square root of 35 is a irrational number. Any fractional number like 36 over 37, this is irrational. 37 over 36, irrational. 3.7 is terminating decimal. All terminating decimals are rational. Rational, rational, rational. This is rational. this is rational, this is rational, but this is irrational. But 36, as you saw, that 36 was a square number. Okay, so 36 was a square number. That's why it was written here. And 37 was a prime number. Now, question number 51, prime number, guys. So can I check the prime number? 0.2 is a terminating decimal. It's a rational. 2 is a whole number, integer, natural. It is rational. Square root of 2 is irrational. So did he ask? Yes, square root of 2 is irrational. 1 over 3 is a fraction, it is irrational. 0.83, it's a terminating decimal, it's a rational. 8 is a whole number, it's a rational. 81 is a whole number, it is a rational. But 81 is a square number because it can be written as 9 times 9. So it's a square number. Did he ask? No, he didn't ask. 8 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2. So since 2 is multiplied 3 times, 8 is a cube number. So I'm going to write 8 here. Prime number is just 2, and 2 is the only even prime number. So I'm going to copy here too. And that's all, guys. Thank you for your time. I hope this whole revision help you to go through with the whole course and be ready for the summative exam, inshallah. It doesn't mean this revision sheet is the only thing you have to revise for the final exams. You have all the sheets which were used in the entire term. Please also solve them. Then inshallah you will be on a commanding seat. Thank you. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.